Hey Facebook, I'm here with my dog Charlie. It's Caitlin from Team Lifelong Fitness. I just got back from a 10-mile run and I just wanted to share some of my favorite tips about running with you guys. I am not a runner. I don't claim to be. I just kind of grew up as an athlete in high school and college. I played volleyball in college, and I just recently got started with running more as a pastime more than a sport. And I have done 2 half marathons in the past. I've done, some 5Ks and 10Ks here and there, but I'm training for my 3rd half marathon. I'm doing the St. Luke's half. And how do I get myself motivated for a run? Because let me tell you, it's very difficult, and I really didn't start training well until this past month, which is really bad. And I know some of my friends have yelled at me for that, so I apologize to my runner friends who legitimately love running. So anyway, so I just got back from this 10-mile run. How do I get motivated to literally run that long? Because that's a little ridiculous. So what I did was before I went out, I made a killer playlist. So I made however long I wanted to train for. So I did about a little less than 2-hour long playlist. So I could make sure that I was on track to making my goal of less than 10-minute miles. So I made a playlist, and it was a lot of upbeat songs, a lot of songs that I used to use in my Zumba classes, and some other fun stuff that just would kind of either make me laugh or just distract me from running. And that really helped me get through. So, I was anxious to see what the next song was, and I would kind of run to the beat. So that kept me going. So definitely fast-paced, fun, dance type of music is definitely good to start with. Another tip that I have is make sure that you're fueled well before your run. So you want to make sure that you have enough carbs in you. What I personally did was I had my Shakeology shake. It's a brand of shake through Beachbody that I've been drinking since August. You can use it kind of as a protein supplement shake. It's a lot more than that. I mean, it has all the vitamins, antioxidants, everything you would ever need. But I drank that before I ran. I had a little cup of coffee, which probably isn't the best thing because it's a little dehydrating, but it gave me a little extra boost. And I had, a huge water bottle before I ran, and I had a piece of toast as well with a banana and peanut butter. So I made sure that I was adequately fueled before I went running. So that's another important tip. And then my last tip is make sure you have appropriate footwear. So that's something that I personally have been really bad with. I was running just kind of with whatever was the cheapest that I could find at your local department stores or whatever. I never went to a running store to get appropriate sneakers until this week, which I know is ridiculous because my half marathon is next weekend. But I want to show you my shoes. All right, so I just got these Brooks Launch. They're called Launch 3. I went to a little running shop in West Reading. It's called A Running Start, and they helped fit my foot appropriately. They helped look at my gait. They looked if I was pronating, supinating, what my arch was, and then they fitted me with different shoes that were appropriate for me personally. So what they did for me was they basically saw that I had a neutral foot, which not everybody does, but I realized that I was not running in the right size, which I thought I was a size 7 my whole life, but they actually made me go up a size, and they're super comfortable. I was running in Adidas or Asics before, which, I mean, they're not bad brands. It just wasn't the right thing for my foot. So these are super sturdy, but they're light as well, which is important when you're running. And then they have enough cushioning. I have some knee problems. I tore my ACL when I was 13 and had to get surgery, so I do struggle with some arthritis with that. But these were super comfortable. My knee really doesn't hurt right now. I have a little bit of soreness in my calves, but I think that's pretty normal. My ankles feel good. My hips feel good. So I'm super excited about that. So that's important stuff when you're running. So again, my tips for running: have a killer playlist. You want to have the proper fuel, and you want to have really good footwear. These were only $100, which I don't think is too unreasonable for running shoes. And honestly, when you're putting all these miles like on your footwear, I think it's really important to make that investment in the right shoes. I never thought that was important until now that my joints are getting older and hurting a little more. My last tip, which doesn't apply for my run today, and I wish it did, but my last tip is to get a running buddy or accountability partner. This has helped me in some of my other races where my best friends have run with me. So my best friend Sam, she trained with me, and her cousin. When I was in PA school, I trained for a half marathon, and a lot of my classmates I got to do with me, and we would have like little running clubs and do it together. I try to get my husband to run with me, but he often is training for soccer, which, you know, you don't necessarily want to do too much distance. It's a little more agility and stuff like that. And then I try to run with my dog, but he's like too distractible and like has to sniff everything, so sometimes that's a little counterproductive. So always try to have a buddy if you can, but if you're running by yourself, those first 3 tips will really get you through. So I hope that helped. Again, I do not claim to be any running expert. I have a lot of experience just with fitness over the years, and definitely learning a lot more about health and fitness the past year. So hope these tips help you guys. If you're training for a half marathon, please show me some love, like or comment below, and I hope these helped you. All right, take care. Have a great day.